Hello everyone, sorry, we are just waiting for one more. Yeah, we got one more, and so we should get underway. Sorry, we had a 10-minute delay. It's my sister in the background, by the way, Rhino. I saw that in the Discord. It's my sister. I need to mute my mic, guys, sorry. For a game of a P1? Nah, mate. Nah. Look, I think it's going to be Hello There, Clappy, who is also racing as Rapid Mickey today, and Rhino. And I think it's going to be one of the two championship contenders, probably. I reckon it'll be one of the championship contenders. Sorry for the shade thrown there on Pro Gamer, but I don't think he has the speed to keep up with Clappy. And they got 2 points. Oof. Sorry for the singing in the background, bro. My sister ain't shutting up, and she's being fucking loud. Oh god, she's being so loud, bro. My sister's so loud. Sister does like musicals and stuff, and it's loud, bro. She sings so loud. Alright, welcome everybody to round number 10, the final round of Oceania Racing League this season. Before we go and we have the break and we go into Season 3. Div 2 didn't get streamed earlier or run earlier. We didn't have enough people, only about 6 drivers. But this is the championship decider between this man, Rapid Clappy, who's racing on one of his mates' account because his Xbox broke. And also between this man, ISI, and Rhino in the Mercedes. Rhino, I probably tip to win because Mickey needs to... Clappy needs to win with fastest lap, and Rhino needs to get like P8 or below. And Rhino's form has been absolutely incredible. So I think my tip to win is probably Rhino. But if I want Clappy to win. So we have a couple drivers out on track now. Entra Lizard being the first in the Alfa Romeo car. And we're here at Abu Dhabi, obviously, tricky track, good championship decider. Hopefully Michael Massey isn't the steward today, so we don't see any robberies in case. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. Should be a pretty competitive grid here. We were only able to get 10 because the race was delayed. And I wasn't sure I was going to be able to stream because I was supposed to be going out, but I'm going out at 6:30 instead. So I can do the stream. So everybody, I was late to making the lobby and everything because of that. So everyone was a bit thrown off. So we're missing a couple of drivers, but we have enough to get going. Who knows? We might even get one who wants to join through quali. I don't know, the more the merrier. There's Untrod Lizard there through turn 1. Very nice. The Alfa Romeo looks absolutely stunning underneath the lights. Flat out through this twisty-turvy section. Flat out in qualifying and flat out in the race. But in the race, you may want to lift, obviously, Purple in Sector 1 because he's the first one to go through it. as he will catch some traffic from that McLaren that's just coming out. Should get out of the way. It's Ronaldinho. And Anshod will now go down a very, very, very long straight. And on the brakes at 100 metres. Apex 1, cut back to the left. Apex 2, I think he ran a bit deep there. As now through this sweeping left-hander he goes, carrying the speed, runs out very, very, very wide. Oh, I don't think that was in track limits, but the game didn't flag him for it. Obviously first through sector 2, flat out through that double right-hander. Must be an absolute neck killer, that corner. As now don't do a Latifi, very low grip here, it's off camber. He runs out very wide, nearly breaks the track limits, but he just keeps it alive. As now he's going to come around the final corner. What's it going to be? I think a 24. Maybe pole, if not a 23. It's a 25.9, so not a great lap time. We'll go to Vipermon. No. We'll go to the championship contender, Rapid Clappy. So now through the left-hander, he's purple, obviously. I think he'll do a 24 on his first run. I think 23 is the ideal pole time, but I don't know if the 23 will be broken. Vipermon, poor avoidance, just completely blocked the championship contender. That's ruined his lap. He will come into the pits. That would have been a pretty decent lap time. Massive traffic there. I don't understand why Vipermon sat all the way on the racing line. Very, very silly driving. We'll go. Oh shit. Let's go to Rhino on his first flying lap in the Mercedes. We'll go on board. Now, into turn 1, braking just after 100 metres, down into gear 4, on the power now, using all of the track. You want to hold it along this curve, flat around here, but it is easy to lose the car, and Rhino does it. Rhino loses the car. It's flat out in qualifying and flat out in the race, but there is very minimal grip there. So both the championship contenders' first runs destroyed. Rhino should be able to recharge and go again, but that corner already proving tricky as Ronaldinho goes provisional pole by a mere millisecond. It's a slower time. Oh wait, no, it's a 24, my bad, not a 25. So he gets pole by over a second, or provisional pole. So you see hello there, very, very, very quick driver. Also in the contention for this race win, obviously not in contention for the championship, but contention for the race win. As he opens up the DRS in the Williams. Now the run, it's a 2 very, very long straights. Sorry, I have to invite someone. He was a bit late to the party. He will join in qualifying. It's J-Man, last season's championship winner. As he will have to give his crown to someone else at the end of today. Probably being Rhino, but anything's possible. Hello there, absolutely nails that middle sector. It probably will be provisional pole, but I don't know if he made any other mistakes through this lap. Flat around here if you have the right setup, and he goes flat now into the final corner. Easy to just spin it out of here. That curve is quite aggressive. Yeah, it's going to be a 24.4, 5/10 provisional pole. As now we'll go to Bean OCE in the Mercedes. Oh, he gets blocked. Rhino blocks him and has been completely punted out of the way. Bean OCE gets a grid penalty for it. Rhino was just setting up his lap and just got completely punted away. And he's going to go back into the box, and he's now had a second run ruined, and that time by his teammate, but also he was impeding his teammate. So not ideal between the two Mercedes teammates, but they will move on as we now see, is anybody on a lap? No, everybody's in the pits on an out lap, or in lap. Interesting to say the least. We'll go to Clappy. Now we'll go off board. The Red Bull looks alright under the lights. I mean, I think the Alfa Romeo looks best personally under the lights. I'm also a bit biased as it is the car I drove in Season 1 and I may or may not drive in Season 3. As into turn 1 he goes, gear 4 now, using all of the curb. So now back to the left and back to the right, flat out around there, so not doing what his championship rival did, and hopefully, because everybody's in the pits or on an outlap, he should, oh, I've just accidentally lost him, he should not get impeded. There's nobody who should really impede him as he's going down the longest, I swear it feels like an age back straight, even though it isn't the longest. But he's now on the brakes at 100 meters. Apex 1, cut back to the left because it's a chicane, and then go back to the right. Smooth on the power. You don't want to overstep the throttle there, as the car definitely doesn't appreciate it when you do such a thing. As there's yellow flags in Sector 1, now through this sweeping left-hander, the car should grip up as long as you don't hit the bump. There's a bit of an odd bump there that likes to loosen the car. He keeps it steady. I would personally take a tighter line, but he takes the wide out line. Some people do that. Now through the right, then you lift off back to the left. Very tricky on a controller, which I believe Clappy's on. Lifting off, using all of the track, absolutely nails it. Doesn't do a Latifi. Flat around the final second last corner now. On the brakes, hard, into gear 3, if not gear 2. Get the rotation in, and it's going to be a 24.4. And he does two purple, I believe that was 3 purple sectors, and he didn't set pole, so definitely interesting there. But, P2 for him, only 95 milliseconds off hello there, as Rhino should, yeah, he's coming out of the pits now. So we'll go to Haroldinho, on board with the McLaren here, not the best looking car under the lights, makes it look a little bit better though, as now, around the second last corner, into the is now crossing the line. He does a 1 minute, I believe it might have been an outlap, but the thing went away. On the brakes now in the McLaren. We'll watch the entire lap. Car number 98, that's actually the same as my number. Oh, he gets loose and he's in the wall. And how does he not get damage? That was a heavy impact with the wall. And he managed to pick up no damage. I'm gonna check that in the Discord, because that was, oh, the damage isn't on. Okay, well, that's definitely not good. We'll go to Rhino here. He's about to start his lap. I assume we'll just take a picture after quali and restart. He's now flat out. He doesn't lose the car that time. Sorry, I was just making sure that we knew damage was off so we can get that all fixed up for the race. Rhino on the power, nice and smooth. Now opening up DRS. Down the back straight he goes. Gaining, and now on the brakes at 100 meters. Now he wants to cut back to the left. Game's giving me an onboard even though I didn't ask for it. Is now to the left. He's purple in sector 2, so he might go provisional fastest. It finally takes me off the stupid onboard. And, hello there goes a 24.2, so improving his time even more. So now back to the left. My sister's singing again, lovely. Around the second last corner he goes, using all of the track at his disposal. Will this be a 1 minute 23? No, it's a 25.0, so not actually a very fast lap time. I had to mute my mic, my sister's singing.
It's just another game of games. Just one kiss. Come on now. Yow! Alright. Because my love for you is ridiculous. I never knew that it could be like this. Love for you is ridiculous. My love is R.I.P. See you, I love U.S.
Okay, people coming back into the pits. At the end of this qualifying session, when we are about to start the race, everybody's going to retire from the session. And then we can just quickly put damage on. Sorry, I wasn't the lobby host, so I didn't just load my settings. Yeah, I couldn't really control that. We had someone else host the lobby, and he forgot to put damage on. So we see Pro Gamer on an outlap, so we'll just go with him, I believe, because Haroldinho we've already gone on a couple laps with. Oh, that's an Aston Martin there. J-Man on a lap, so last season's champion finally on a lap as he got into the session. As he's out of the battery, but he does a 25.5, putting him just behind Rhino. Okay. Now we will go to Pro Gamer as he is on an outlap. Okay, so as he comes through the final sector, he'll be making sure his tyres are up to temperature and perfect to get a good flying lap in this session. As now, coming to the Latifi corner, don't mutter on your outlap, mate, you just want to settle out. Yeah. Okay, we'll go onboard. We haven't done an onboard lap for a while. The last runs of the session will be happening now. I think Hello There may get... Oh, Pro Gamer spins at the final corner and goes into the wall. And he will need to just charge up and go again. Hello There, I reckon we'll go into the 23 as he is about to begin his lap as he starts Sector 3. I sign Rhino on an outlap, so we'll go from Hello There to Rhino. There we go. English was with me. As now he's gonna start his lap now. We'll go on board with the Williams driver. Now into turn 1, braking just after the 100-meter board, using the curb on the right-hand side, into gear 4, on the power, using all the curb on the right-hand side again, flat out through the section. His car got a little bit shaky there, as we see Alfa Romeo spun off to the left. Unfortunate. Now we go to the hairpin, just got changed this year. He's 3 milliseconds down on his time. So right now he needs 3/10 if he wants, he's going to bail out of the lap. So we'll go to Rhino then, as he goes into the hairpin. Purple to Sector 1, only 8 milliseconds up on his time. There's not much time to gain through Sector 1. It's a very short, just flat out sector, because your turn 1 is the only corner that isn't flat out. So, turn 1 is pretty much the whole first sector, because the rest of it's flat. As now, through the chicane he goes, he doesn't go back to the left as much as I feel like most drivers would. Could be costing him some lap time, as Zonix gets disqualified for going the wrong way. Into Sector 2, Rhino goes. Purple in Sector 2 by 3/10 of a second. Now, what's he going to do through this third sector? Will he go provisional pole? Will he go into the 23s? I doubt he'll go into the 23s, but he should just get provisional pole as long as he doesn't muck up this final sector. He runs out a bit wide there, but he's just using all of the track flat around this second last corner. As he spins it! He spins it on his last lap, and that might have been a purple lap. The commentator's curse has struck Rhino completely, as now hello there on a lap will go off board with the Williams driver. Let's see if he can now still go into the 23. He doesn't have a heap of battery. I don't think he charged up as much as he probably could have, but he's up in sector 1. So now Rhino will have completed his lap, but the purple sectors won't count. That's Rhino's session over. He's only P6, only 2 positions off where he needs to be to potentially lose this championship, as his championship rival in P2, as now through the chicane hollow there goes. He cuts back a lot more than Rhino does and focuses on the exit down one of the longest straights on the calendar. Well, not really. It just feels really long, but it is a longer straight, as now he's purple in Sector 2. If he does a good Sector 3, he may just go in to the 23s. If he goes into the 23s, that's pole by a heap of a margin. Right now, he's only got pole by 2/10, well, provisional pole. There's a Red Bull spinning on the track. It's Pro Gamer, as Clappy's in the pits, or Mickey, whatever, it's Clappy's on Mickey's account. Now, flat out around this final corner, he doesn't spin. Now, round the final corner, will he do a 1 minute 23, 1 minute 22, 1 minute 23? He has a 24.1. So close to the 23s as we see Banana down on his time with a lockup. Vipermon 14 seconds down on his lap. So he won't improve either, as we see Ferrari driver in the 1 minute 30. So unfortunate for Rhino that he spun on his final run. Absolute washed, mate. Get in the bin. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry for the disorganization here. I wasn't the lobby host, so I didn't really get time to go through all the settings. Yeah, I need to mute my mic, guys. Sorry. Because we're going to 5 red lights that everybody's going to jump start and retire from the session. Okay, we will be getting the race back underway. That is not the final order, everyone. That is not the final order. We just need to turn damage on. Sorry guys for another little delay here, just a little hiccup, I'm sorry. Okay, the grid has been made. We are getting underway for the Grand Prix. We will have a formation lap potentially. I'm honestly not sure. He might have turned it off to save time. Hello there, we'll go on pole, followed by Clappy, and then I don't even remember from there, honestly. My memory doesn't stretch that far, bro. My memory's ass. So we have 50 minutes, so hopefully the race doesn't have tons of safety cars, and we have a clean race, and we go straight through, and then I go. Hopefully. I should have enough time to finish commentating, though, but if I have to fucking go on the last lap, I'm gonna die. Alright, so everybody will be reapplying their setup back on, getting ready to go for the race. Rhino, down the order, is the story of today, because he needs P8 or higher to win the championship, and if Clappy wins with the fastest lap, he will be champion if Rhino is P8 or under. So, who will come out victorious? A pretty low position, which might even end up being, if we have a couple DNFs, might end up being the lowest position you can go, or the man who literally needs to win with fastest lap. That's the real question, you know. That's the questions in life that you gotta be asking. No, not really. But we see all of the drivers here on their formation lap, warming the tyres. So, your grid, now I can run through it, is hello there in the Williams. One of the championship contenders who needs to win with fastest lap. He's starting on the same tyres, so he doesn't have more grip, no nothing, no advantage, but he's on the left side of the grid, which normally has more grip in real life, and it normally, in the past couple of league races I've seen, P2 has jumped up into P1, and then Banana in P3, so very, very good qualifying from the Haas, amazing lap. And then Haroldinho, surprise performance in P4, Viper 1 in P5. One of the other championship contenders, I sign Rhino, down the order in P6. If he has a bad start or crashes, and he drops down to where J-Man is, P8, last season's championship winner, who I'm sure will make up positions in the race. If Rhino drops down with a bad start, or something along those lines, or crashes out, who knows, he might lose the championship. And then we have Pro Gamer in P9 in the Red Bull going side by side with J-Man on the formation lap. And then Unshod Lizard with the very, very, very good looking under the lights Alfa Romeo. And then Haas of Zonix in P11, the only driver outside of the points on the grid. So now we're coming to the end of the formation lap. Hello there, rounding the final corner, getting ready to line up on the grid here. So if he gets this lineup just right, hopefully he doesn't get disqualified. If he gets disqualified, that is Rapid Mickey's or Rapid Clappy's dream. No, he doesn't. So I want to go to P1 and P2 here. All eyes are on him for me, and then I'll go back to Rhino as the last driver, lining up on the grid now. Bean OCE will line up now. He's angled his car to the left. You can see his tyre poking out. As we're now going to go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights here in ORL round 10, final round. And it's lights out and away we go. Clappy gets a good start. He's nearly alongside of his championship, or not championship rival, alongside P1, but he maintains P2. Rhino holding P6 down the order. There's a couple drivers off and wide. Hello there gets a good start. Now P10, 11. Oh no! There's 2 cars out. There's 2 cars out. There'll only be 9 finishes in this race, and there's a safety car deployed already. 2 cars, I think, made contact. Haroldinho has a 5-second for collision with Bean OCE in P4. Rhino up into P5, so gaining positions. That hurts Clappy, gives him less of a chance of getting past on lap 1 to get into the P1 he needs. Safety car already in this race, exactly the opposite of what I want personally, and also just what I want for action. And so J-Man up to P6. He had a bit of an eventful start there, nearly getting collected in the two drivers that tried to take it flat out and spun. I don't know if they made contact or they just lost grip, but that brings him up into P6. Hopefully he'll be looking to gain more, if not get a podium for Aston Martin. And then Banana Ryan P3, Rapper Mickey P2, so Clappy P2 still. Hello there P1. But Rhino up to P5. Looking good for his championship so far, especially since as long as he doesn't DNF or come last with the finishes, he should win the championship. So he's already in the hot seat. Pretty much no chance of him losing this, almost now. So I don't want to jinx him, but I also kind of do want to jinx him because I want to see Clappy win. But anyway... Oh, we got safety car. Bro, what the heck? Well, we've just skipped, I think, a lap or two. You know what? It makes the race time shorter under safety car. I'm not particularly complaining, but we have a broadcast safety car accidentally. The person who hosted the lobby apparently couldn't change it. It was all grayed out. But safety car's in this lap, so now the drivers will have control of their car again. They will get ready to go racing. And hello there, should get a good start. Restart, hopefully. Okay, hello there, backing up the field quite clearly. He's getting ready to go, and he's bolted out of the final corner already. Clappy staying with him well. The safety car pulls into the pits now. As now, green flag running into turn 1. It's already lap 4 because of that broadcast safety car. Hope to not see too many more of those now that I know it's broadcast, but it will skip time. Is that Rhino around at the back though? It is Rhino round, and he's going to drop to P9 and last place and be in this back fight now. Oh, now up into P8. So all he needs to do is gain one more position, and he should win the championship if he can keep it for the rest of the race. He'll be hoping he doesn't spin too many more times like that, though, because that could be costly for his race. So I want to focus on the lead battle now, as they are quite close together. The two leaders, the pack of the 4 at front, are all fighting. The pack of 4 are all fighting for the lead, but those two leaders starting to stretch from P3 and P4 as Clappy getting so close down the straight. But we see Beano C going side by side with Banana here. Great racing. Beano C gains the position as Clappy getting so close. Rhino getting very close up behind Unshod, going purple in the middle sector. So let's see what Rhino can do. He nearly rear ends Unshod there. It'll be catastrophic if he has to pit for a new wing. Rhino just will make sure he doesn't spin again in this race, hopefully, if he wants to win this championship. He might even crash out, but who knows. I don't particularly want him to crash out. I want this championship fight to go to the end, but it's not looking good for him right now. But then again, Clappy needs to win with fastest lap. So I can tell you the current championship standings, not live, but the ones after round number 9. So the Div 1 standings look like... So Clappy is 19 points behind. So yeah, Clappy needs to win, because even if Rhino DNFs... Oh, it's Rhino up into P7, so Rhino can no longer lose the championship mathematically. Rhino is 19 points ahead, and I guess if Rhino DNFs, Clappy can get second and fastest lap and still tie, but I'm fairly sure that Rhino has more wins. So Rhino would still win, so Clappy does need to win, and he makes a move for the lead of the Grand Prix. So he's now in the position he needs to be. Still fighting though, still fighting. He got a bit of oversteer into there. Hello there, got very, 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 very close to him there. That was a bit sketchy, but now Clappy needs to pull away. He needs to pull a gap, not lose P1, and he needs to get... He doesn't need to win with fastest lap as long as Rhino gets DNFs, but he will want the fastest lap for his best chance possible. Hello there, already losing a bit of touch to the P1 man. Is it now J-Man in P6? And the Aston Rhino closing up behind him. These two have a little bit of history on track, not much. But the Mercedes will be chasing down the Aston. J-Man, a very, very mighty defender, and not slow by any means of the imagination, as Rhino opens up the DRS as it's lap 6, and it has been enabled, as J-Man goes off the track, as now it's 3 wide nearly into the chicane. He's side by side with Pro Gamer. Bit of an interesting move by J-Man, and now Rhino gained all the positions and is up to P5, as the Williams spins around. I can't even keep up with what happened there. That camera angle was terrible. But Rhino right now in the provisional lead of the championship. Hello there, very close to the back of the leader of this Grand Prix, but the fight for the lead is still on. Ooh, Clappy running a bit wide there. I keep wanting to say Mickey, but I'm not going to. I might, but I won't right now. It's lap 7 out of 29, so 22 laps to go. They have to pit at some point. I assume if there's another safety car, the AIs will auto-pit for them, which is kind of the opposite of what they want. Yeah. Hello, they're getting very close. I think Clappy's already burned the battery. Yeah, Clappy's already burned the battery to get past Hello there. So Hello there. Ooh, J-Man in the pit. But Hello there should be able to just use ERS, but he's saving it. He's just sticking in the DRS, knowing Clappy has to keep deploying. But he will run out unless he pits on this lap and then goes for an undercut, which he wouldn't make work, because he can't make the hards go 22 laps around Abu Dhabi. He won't really do much. As BNOC gets a 3-second time penalty for the track limits. As the detail, let's go penalties. So we have 3 drivers with penalties. Pro Game already have 8 seconds, but now, Clappy pushing on in that Red Bull. He needs to hold the lead, but he also needs to save battery. Bit of a dilemma there from him, I guess. It'd be funny if somebody accidentally got confused and broke for the chicane. It would never happen though. It's Clappy. Very good run there, honestly. Sorry, I'm yawning. I'm a tad bit tired, guys. Clappy got a good run off that, so that means Hello there shouldn't be able to chase him down with DRS just yet, but he's also well over 50% battery, so Hello there, maybe proving he's quite a bit faster than Clappy and forcing Clappy's hand to use the battery. Rhino 10 seconds behind P4, and he might be able to catch that gap, but he would really want a safety car. That brings him straight to his rival on track nearly, and that would be his ideal world. Hello there, gaining. Will he go for the move into the hairpin? He pulls out the left a little bit. Clappy doesn't budge. He knows Hello there is a bit smarter than that. But you can see Hello there ran a bit more out wide, and he's very close behind Clappy. He will go for the move for the lead here. He is so close to the DRS. No, he won't. He got a better exit, but then slowed up a little bit potentially. Will he go for it? He's very close. He had the overspeed, he could have, but he didn't. He's playing the smart game. Clappy runs deep. Below there's going to get a rocket ship launch, and he's now right on the rear of Clappy here. There should be a move with that DRS. Will they go side by side? It looks like they're about to. Hello there, going to pull out to the left side. No, he's going to stay behind. He could have pulled out to the side there. He could have used his battery. He's just saving. He has so much battery on him. And Bino C kind of getting left in the dust. Rhino's getting 7/10 of Banana behind Bino C. But Hello there getting very close to making moves. There's yellow flag in sector 3. It's a Mercedes. It's been OCE. So now that brings Rhino very close to his teammate as there's another spin in sector 3. Looks like it's Unshod Lizard, so unfortunate from the Alfa Romeo. He might have a good-looking car under the lights, but he doesn't drive like his car looks. As there's yellow flags, it's Harold Dino, potentially? No, it's Pro Gamer. He spun around, so a lot of drivers struggling with the grip here, it seems, around Abu Dhabi. There isn't a lot of grip, so let's see. Will Hello there go for a move down? Will he pop battery? No, but he's still going to get alongside. Clappy has saved a little bit up, but he isn't going to use it. Hello there stays behind. It looked like he was so close there, but he wasn't quite close enough. As now, we're on lap 10 of this race, 19 laps to go. Will Hello there go for a move, or will he continue to be patient? The predicted pit strategy, I think, means they pit in about 3 laps. And then they will go to the end, 16 laps on the tyres. Hello there does go down the inside. They're side by side through the sleeping left-hander. They're still side by side. Hello there will back out of this one. He knows when he should fight and when he shouldn't. He's now on the brake through sector 3. Hello there has to live to fight another day. Hello there didn't use any battery there to get alongside either. Bit scary for Clappy, as he does need to continue to save battery, but he would have popped a little bit there, hurting his save. But he should be able to keep charging, but he won't have 70% he won't have 70% like Hello there for a while unless he doesn't use it once. So you see Banana is actually gaining in the back there. You can see him coming around the final corner as the leaders go through turn 1. As Eyesight Rhino is in P5, gaining on his teammate, 3 seconds behind his teammate, and then he has to pull up 4 seconds to Banana. His teammate having 3 seconds, so he's only provisionally 2 tenths behind his teammate though. As now coming down the straight, Hello there's going to open up the DRS once more. I think this might be a setup downforce difference as well, not just deploy from Clappy, because Clappy is now saving and Hello there still isn't gaining much at all. So maybe Hello there running a bit higher downforce potentially, as he's now got the DRS open again. He's gaining. He's at like 90% battery, and you can just see there into the braking zone. He fully backs out. But will he maybe get a better exit? No, he won't. It's just so close between these two drivers. Their pace is similar, but Hello there also holding back on pace. He could just use battery and storm past Clappy and pull away, though, I feel like. I feel like he has so much battery, he doesn't need to conserve for much longer. He can just push now if he wants to. On to the 13th lap, or the 12th lap of this race, into turn 1. Below there, dummying a move there, but he would just be hoping to get a better exit. Now, on board with him through this section, easy to spin if you're not careful. He doesn't quite spin. Damage is on, so they also obviously need to be careful of contact. Anything similar along those lines. Now, he will open up the DRS, and he's right behind Clappy now. He will fly by him. He pops a little bit of battery for the first time, I think, in a while, and he's going to storm past Clappy, and Clappy will have the second bite of the cherry now, as they've already lapped Pro Game off, I believe. Yeah, they've already lapped Clappy's teammate. Now, will Clappy burn his battery and try to get past Hello there? No, but I feel like, yep, knowing Clappy, yep, he's going to pop it a little bit just for a bit of a second. They're side by side through the long sweeping left-hander. Hello there, just seemingly backing out, just letting Clappy back through maybe. Just playing DRS chicken with him, knowing that they've got ultimate pace and he's just working with them. There's yellow flags in sector 2 and 3. It's been OCE. He made a little mistake, and now Rhino is up into P4 on track. Now he has a 6-second time. He has 6 seconds to go and stretch to get to P3. So right now, as it stands, 17 laps to go in this race. He should win the championship, as Bean OCE picks up a 3-second time penalty. Clappy still in the lead of this championship. Still in the lead of this race as it stands right now in the Red Bull. As now, Banana must have... No, he's in the pit lane now. As I said, they'd pit on about lap 13. So, Rhino now into P3, but obviously the overcut won't gain him 6 seconds unless Banana makes a mistake. As Hello there, pulling alongside, using all the battery, getting the move done just before the braking zone. And it's a lovely overtake, and now it'll be a repeat of last lap. I think Hello there also might be doing this to drain Clappy's battery, but he's also draining his own. He's popping overtake all the way down the straight. That's a good way to lose all of the battery he's just saved. Clappy is still going to pull out to the left-hand side. The downforce difference is very, very apparent. And with the DRS, they're side by side through the long sleeping left-hander. Will Clappy hold the position? Will he force his hand around the outside? He's on the inside. It's a brilliant move. Hello there, had to back out. He didn't want to go side by side through sector 3. It's a crash and death trap. As now, he's lost 6/10 from backing out as well, but he should gain it straight back. As now, they're both diving into the pit lane, so that's crucial in this Grand Prix Unshots round again. That is absolutely crucial, because that'll give them both time to charge up the battery a little bit, and it also gives Clappy the chance to get a good pit exit and run away. There's yellow flags in sector 3. It is a Mercedes. Bean OCE. Rhino now into the pit lane. Hello there, coming out. Oh, shots behind him. So, will Clappy get a good pit exit and gain a little bit of time from Hello there? Doesn't look like it. They're still right behind each other. They're going to not get jumped for the lead. There's no one near them on track. Bean OCE actually just behind them, but not really. As now, there's only a 3/10 gap. They're both on cold tyres, so will Hello there send a ballsy move on cold tyres? Clappy trying to get micro temperature, doing little weaving that won't get him a penalty, as Hello there will pull to the left-hand side, but will just back off behind him. Knows they're on the cold tyres. He knows that. He knows he can wait. Clappy just holding on to his lead, just taking out the bollard. That would have been a warning as Unshod spun again. Probably on pit exit, as he probably would have pitted as... Bean OCE Big hit of the wall there. That's probably some damage. Well, it might not have been a hit of the wall. Might have been a bit close, but now